My name is Bill Fisher. In this demo, I'll be reviewing efficient work methods using Adobe Animate. Animate allows for different workspaces. I like to work in small screen when I'm doing demos. Sometimes I'll work in Essentials and sometimes Animator. We can choose the name of the file, pull it out, and then put our artwork on an extended display. That's helpful because then we can have one display with all of the timeline and one with the artwork. To put it back, I simply do this. Sometimes things can get a little bit disoriented, and you may want to reset your window. You can do that by choosing Reset, in this case, Small Screen. And then we can put our artwork back together and pull our timeline up. When it resets, it also collapses my menu into a single line. I can simply pull this out to get all of the items. And keep in mind that there may be additional tools here that you can use. If you want to use those, you can just drag them into your normal toolbar. To close the expanded toolbar, simply choose the three dots. I'm going to review efficient drawing in Adobe Animate. I have this simple head, and I'm going to use the pencil tool to reproduce it. It's very important that we use the pencil tool with scale set to normal and style set to default. Variable stroke pencils and brushes are available, but they require an enormous amount of computer horsepower in order to get smooth playback while we're animating. That's why you don't see that kind of variable stroke line in animations very often. With my pencil tool, I have a choice of smoothing, 100 to 0. If I set it to 0 and I try to make this head, you'll see that if I choose my subselection tool, there's actually quite a few points there. And whatever little inconsistencies that I had in my drawing technique will show up. That means manipulating this shape can be difficult because of all these points. You see, it's not really the shape that I wanted if I was matching the adjacent image. I can start deleting points, but that takes a little bit of time. And the clay tool really doesn't work at all under that situation. I can select this line and simplify it by clicking on this smoothen tool. And that will eliminate a lot of the points. Or I can now start manipulating this in a more efficient manner. Let's redraw this head with smoothing at about 50. Now you see I have much fewer points. It's going to be a lot simpler to manipulate this shape in a way that matches my sketch. Another way we can draw shapes is using the geometric tools and then choosing our selection tool and simply pulling on it like clay. To do some finer manipulation, we can look at the points. I probably don't even need some of these points. Now, we can group objects, and then that allows us to draw other objects over top of them. And we can select them separately. They don't become one object. If I break this apart, they become one object again. I can still choose little pieces. With any tool, I can choose to turn object drawing on. Then it will automatically create an object. You know it's an object because it has a blue box around it. Another reason to keep the point count low in our drawings is because we will often want to manipulate our shapes. In this particular case, I can manipulate shapes to make lip sync mouths. Like that. Another great efficiency is to reuse objects. So I duplicated this head. I can go to Modify, Transform, Envelope, and I can make a different version of this head. If I don't like this, I can use the History panel, which I like to tuck into here and then expand out. And I can use this lever to get back to some point in the past. Sometimes playback can be slow in animation, in which case we can put layers in outline mode. We can sometimes just put some of the layers in outline mode to solve playback problems, or we can put everything in outline mode. We can also turn layers on and off, and sometimes that can help with playback. Well, that wraps up the demo for today. Thanks for watching.